On the night of the full moon, the drum does not just beat. It calls every name in Zuba. The changed children stand together, staring at the forest, and for the first time, they begin to walk as one. Mama Sod steps forward alone, knowing the village once made a promise the forest has come to collect. The wind rises, the trees shake, and the drum beats louder than ever before. And just when everyone thinks the children are gone forever, something impossible happens in the darkness. The village of Zuba was quiet at night. During the day, children ran between mud houses. Women pounded yam. Men walked on their farms. Goats cried. Chickens chased each other. Life was simple. But when the sun went down, everyone hurried inside. Because in Zuba, when the moon rose high and the wind became cold, a drum began to beat. Boom. 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 It did not sound like the happy drum played during festivals. It did not sound like the drum used for weddings. This drum was slow, heavy, lonely. No one knew where it was. No one knew who was beating it. The elder said it came from the old forest near the river. The forest people called Kora. Children were warned never to go near Kora Forest at night. But children are curious. And the drum did not just make sound. It called. The first time it happened, it was a boy named Timo who followed it. Timo was 9 years old. He liked to climb mango trees. He laughed loudly. He was not afraid of anything. That night, when the drum began, Timo sat up on his mat. Boom. 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 It sounded closer than before. His mother was asleep. His father snored loudly. Timo felt something warm inside his chest. Not fear. A pull. Like someone whispering his name. Timo. He stood up slowly. He did not know why he was walking. He did not even remember opening the door. The night air was cold. But he did not feel it. The drum beat again. Boom. He walked toward the sound. Past the huts. Past the goat pen. Toward Kora Forest. The trees looked taller than usual. The shadows looked alive. But Timo kept walking. And then he was gone. The next morning, Zuba woke up to shouting. Timo is missing. His mother cried and rolled on the ground. Men carried cutlasses and ran to the forest. They searched all day. They found nothing. No footprints. No blood. No sign. Only silence. That night, the drum did not beat. For 3 days, Zuba searched. On the third night, the drum returned. Boom. 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 And at the edge of the village, someone stood. It was Timo. He was not dirty. He was not hurt. But he was not the same. He did not smile. He did not speak. His eyes looked deeper, older. When his mother ran to hug him, he did not hug her back. He just looked at the forest and whispered, "It is not finished." The elders gathered under the big baobab tree. Chief Leko sat in the middle. His beard was white like cotton. "This is not normal," he said. Old Mama Sod shook her head. "The drum has woken again." "The drum is just wood and skin," one young man said. "It cannot wake." Mama Sod looked at him slowly. "Some drums are not made by hands." 3 nights later, it happened again. Boom. 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 This time, a girl named Zina stood up in her sleep. Her little brother saw her walking outside. "Zina," he whispered. She did not answer. Her eyes were open, but they were empty. The drum sounded happy now. The. Zina walked toward Kora Forest. Her father chased her, but the wind became strong. Dust filled his eyes. He fell. By the time he stood up, Zina was gone. The next morning, fear filled Zuba like smoke. People did not go to farm. Children were not allowed outside. Doors were tied with rope at night. But the drum did not care about ropes. 3 days later, Zina returned. Just like Timo. Not hurt. Not crying. Not speaking. She sat under a tree and stared at the sky. When her mother begged her to talk, Zina smiled. But it was not her smile. "They are waiting," she said softly. "Who is waiting?" her mother cried. Zina looked toward Kora Forest. The ones who beat the drum. The elders decided to send hunters into the forest during the day. 5 strong men went in. They carried spears. They tied red cloth on trees so they would not get lost. They followed the path until the forest became thick and dark. They heard nothing. No birds. No monkeys. No insects. Only their own breathing. Then they saw something strange. In a small clearing, there was a drum. It stood alone. It was big and old. Its skin looked tight and fresh, but no one was near it. One hunter, Bola, stepped forward. "See, just a drum." He touched it. The ground shook. The trees rustled. The drum beat once. Boom. But no hand touched it. The hunters ran. When they reached the village, Bola's hair had turned white. He did not speak for 2 days. When he finally spoke, he said only one thing. "It knows our names." After that, no one wanted to enter Kora Forest. But the drum kept beating. More children walked into the night. More returned after 3 days. And all of them changed. They no longer played. They no longer laughed. They stood together at sunset and looked toward the forest. One evening, Timo spoke again. All the changed children stood in a line. The villagers watched from far away. Timo raised his hand slowly. "When the moon is full," he said, "the village will come." Cold fear moved through Zuba. "What does that mean?" Chief Leko asked. But the children did not answer. That night, Mama Sod could not sleep. She sat outside her hut and listened. Boom. 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 She closed her eyes. She did not run. She did not hide. Instead, she whispered back into the darkness. "Why have you come?" The drum stopped. For the first time. It stopped in the middle of the night. The silence felt heavier than the sound. Then, from the forest, a soft voice answered. "Because you forgot." Mama Soda's heart beat fast. Forgot what? The wind moved through the trees like a sigh. The promise. The next morning, Mama Sod called the elders. "There is something we are not telling," she said. Chief Leko looked away. Some of the older men looked ashamed. Long ago, before the young ones were born, Zuba had made a promise to the forest. A promise during a time of hunger. A promise when crops failed and the river dried. They had asked the forest for help. And the forest had answered. But help always has a price. Mama Sod looked at the changed children standing together. In silence. "The drum is collecting," she said. The full moon was coming. And the drum was beating louder each night. Boom. And this time, it was not only calling the children,